As a newcomer to the United States, it is important to know your rights and responsibilities when you enter a rental agreement. When you rent a house or an apartment, you enter into a legal contract. This creates a landlord tenant relationship. As a tenant, you have certain rights and responsibilities. If you or the landlord wants to change the rental agreement, you must both agree to the changes in writing. Let's go over the tenant rights for the state of Oregon. The first right is tenant right of exclusive possession. This means that even though the landlord owns the property, you have the right to your privacy. No one may invade your home without legal authority. Your landlord must give you at least 24 hours notice before entering the property. You may deny your landlord permission to enter on a reasonable basis only. You cannot deny permission to enter in a way that keeps the landlord from carrying out their rights and responsibilities. Number 2 is tenant right to a habitable home. This means that the property must be safe and sanitary. The space must be free of pests. There must be proper wiring, plumbing, heating, and weatherproofing. The landlord must maintain these conditions at all times. If repairs are needed for safety or sanitation, your landlord must make such repairs without charging you for them. If you cause the problem, the landlord still must make the repair if you don't do it. You are responsible for the cost, however. If a landlord refuses to make the repairs and you did not cause the problem, you may correct the problem if you first give written notice to the landlord. Before taking any kind of action on repairs, you should check with a lawyer. Number 3 is tenant duties. This means that you can only use the property as your home. You must keep the property reasonably clean. You may not tamper with the smoke alarms or damage the property. You must behave in a manner that will not disturb your neighbors, and you must pay your rent on time. Now, let's talk about your security deposit. If you paid a deposit when you rent a house or apartment, the landlord must account for the deposit within 31 days after you move out. The landlord may keep only the amount necessary to pay for any damage directly caused by you unless your rental agreement says something different. The landlord can also keep your security deposit for the amount of any unpaid rent. Next, let's talk about eviction. Remember that the landlord cannot evict you for illegal or discriminatory reasons. The landlord may not issue a termination notice because you joined or created a tenant organization. You may not be evicted before the end of the term of the rental agreement without good reason. If you have a month-to-month rental agreement, you or your landlord cannot end the agreement within the first year without a 30-day notice. If you have any major concerns about your home and apartment, contact your case manager for help. You can also contact community-based organizations like the Community Alliance of Tenants in Portland, Oregon.